Archangel Michael is speaking right now, and his voice is trembling with urgency. He says, I need you to trust me. You are the only one who is capable. Heaven itself has chosen you, and in this moment, all 7 archangels and even God himself are leaning down, begging you not to miss this. My friend, this is not a coincidence. The very fact that you are here, the very breath you take as you listen, proves that heaven's message was meant for you and no one else. Michael continues, please, don't delay. Within seconds, this word is being erased from the pages of heaven. But before it disappears, it has been placed before your eyes. Don't ignore it, don't turn away, because it carries the secret you have been praying for, the answer your heart has longed to hear. For too long you have been questioning yourself. You've wondered if you were capable, if you were strong enough, if you were truly chosen. And heaven has answered today, yes. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are marked. Not because of your perfection, but because of your faith, your endurance, your heart that has refused to give up even when life has pressed you down. The 7 archangels stand in agreement over your life. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, Rigel, Sariel, and Ramiel, they are aligned together, forming a shield around you, declaring that what has been delayed will now be delivered. And God himself is saying, this is the moment. My child, trust me. What I am about to release into your life cannot be stopped, cannot be stolen, cannot be denied. You may have felt overlooked. You may have thought heaven was silent. But the truth is, heaven was preparing this very hour. The battle over your destiny was fierce. Forces of darkness tried to block it, tried to erase it, tried to keep you blind to your inheritance. That is why Archangel Michael is speaking with such urgency, because your breakthrough, your miracle, your revelation is being released in this exact moment. Heaven is begging you, open this now, receive this now, believe this now. For within the next moments, doors that were locked are going to open. Chains that held you bound are going to shatter. Blessings that were withheld are going to pour out over your life. Michael whispers again, trust me. You are the only one who can carry this. God has entrusted you with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. And that purpose begins now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. All of heaven has turned its attention to you. So hear this clearly, you are chosen, you are loved, you are seen. And while the world may overlook you, heaven never has. That is why you are here, in this exact second, listening to words that were written in the book of eternity. Take this moment seriously. Let it sink into your heart. Because God, the archangels, and Michael himself are telling you, please. Do not let this vanish. This is your confirmation, this is your sign, this is your time. And as this message closes, heaven seals it with love. We begged you because you are worth it. We called you because you are chosen. We revealed this because you are capable. Now trust, believe, and receive. Archangel Michael is still speaking, his voice echoing like thunder wrapped in love. He says, I need you to trust me. You are the only one capable. The heavens searched, the earth was weighed, and you were chosen, not by chance, not by accident, but because the hand of God rested on you before you were even born. These words are not ordinary, they are fire, they are light, they are confirmation that you were destined for something greater than what your eyes can see right now. Think about it. How many times have you doubted yourself? How many nights have you asked, why me? Why do I feel this weight, this call, this responsibility that no one else seems to carry? And now, heaven answers you, because you are the only one who can. You have walked through storms others could not survive. You have carried battles in silence that would have broken many. You have been pressed, but not destroyed, wounded, but not defeated. This is why heaven says you are capable. Michael continues, all 7 archangels have aligned for you. Gabriel stands ready with the message of good news. Raphael brings the oil of healing for your wounds. Uriel carries the flame of wisdom to guide your path. Raguel restores what was broken in relationships. Ramiel comforts and reminds you of eternal hope. Sariel breaks the chains of injustice. And I, Michael, stand with the sword of victory, declaring that nothing formed against you will prevail. And above them all, God Himself leans forward, whispering your name with love, saying, "Trust me, my child. This is your time." For too long, you have felt like your prayers were unanswered, like heaven was silent. But silence does not mean absence. In the silence, heaven was moving. In the quiet, angels were preparing. In the waiting, God was aligning. And now, in this very moment, the message that was almost erased, almost deleted, has reached you. It has survived every attempt of darkness to block it, because you were destined to hear it. Michael warns gently, not with fear but with urgency, this message is fragile, like a flame in the wind. Heaven fought to protect it, because it holds the key to your next season. That is why all of us are pleading, please, don't ignore this. Open your heart within these moments, because what you receive now cannot be stolen again. My friend, imagine the scene in heaven right now. Imagine 7 archangels standing in a circle, light radiating from their forms, their wings stretched wide in unity. Imagine God Himself seated on His throne, yet leaning close, His eyes fixed on you. This is not fantasy, this is the spiritual reality unfolding even as you listen. You have all of heaven's attention. You have all of heaven's support. And you are being told, we are with you. We are fighting for you. We are calling you to rise. Do you understand how powerful that is? The battles you thought you were losing, heaven was winning them behind the scenes. The doors you thought were closed, heaven was holding the keys. The seasons you thought were wasted, heaven was writing them into your testimony. And now, heaven is saying, it's time. Step into it. Believe it. Receive it. Michael's voice grows tender. I know it has been hard. I know you have cried in secret. I know you have felt forgotten. But I tell you the truth, every tear has been recorded, every prayer has been kept, every sigh has reached God's heart. Not one moment of your pain was wasted. It became the soil for the miracle about to spring forth. And here is the greatest truth, you are not alone in this. Heaven has surrounded you. When you feel weak, angels stand strong for you. When you feel tired, God carries you. When you feel forgotten, Michael himself whispers your name before the throne. That is why heaven begs you not to ignore this. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. This is your moment. Pause now. Breathe. Let your heart absorb this truth. You are chosen, you are capable, you are ready. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. You may not feel ready, but heaven has declared you ready. And when heaven declares it, nothing on earth can deny it. So as these moments pass, let these words root deeply into your soul. Trust me, says Michael. Trust me, says God. Trust me, says the chorus of heaven. Because what is being written over your life is not small, not ordinary, it is divine, it is eternal, it is unstoppable. This is why heaven begged you to open this before it vanished. Because within this message lies your release, your breakthrough, your turning point. And as you embrace it, the archangels sing, God smiles, and your destiny begins to shine. Archangel Michael's voice has not stopped. It echoes still, not as a whisper, but as a thunder rolling gently across the skies of your soul. Trust me, he repeats, his words carrying both command and compassion. You are the only one who is capable. Heaven has searched for a willing heart, and yours is the one that answered, even when you didn't realize it. This is why God Himself and all 7 archangels are begging you not to turn away. Don't let this message be erased before you receive it. Think of this for a moment. Heaven does not beg lightly. The Creator of all does not plead without purpose. For the Ancient of Days, for the 7 mighty archangels, for Michael himself to cry out to you with such urgency, this means something extraordinary has been placed upon your life. There is a mantle, a calling, a divine trust, and you are the vessel chosen to carry it. Michael's voice grows deeper, his tone charged with divine fire. You don't realize yet how much power rests inside you. You see weakness, but heaven sees strength. You see scars, but heaven sees proof of survival. You see broken pieces, but heaven sees a masterpiece shaped by fire. That is why we need you. That is why you must open your heart now. If this word is deleted from before your eyes, the enemy will try to blind you again. But if you receive it, nothing will ever be the same. And in that instant, all 7 archangels gather in vision. Gabriel, radiant with the trumpet of news, declares, the message has arrived. Raphael, clothed in healing light, extends his hand toward your wounds. Uriel, burning with wisdom's fire, illuminates your path. Raguel, holding scales of justice, restores what was unfairly taken. Sariel, guardian of truth, severs the lies spoken over you. Ramiel, comforter of souls, whispers eternal hope. And Michael himself, sword blazing with heaven's fire, stands guard before your destiny. Above them all, the voice of God resounds, not distant, not hidden, but close, near, personal. My child, do you not see? I chose you before the foundation of the world. I wrote your name upon my heart. I planted you in this generation for a reason only I know. Trust me, and watch what I will do. For too long you have questioned your worth. For too long you have wondered if you mattered. You've looked at others and thought they were stronger, smarter, more deserving. But heaven speaks today to silence every lie. You are chosen. You are enough. You are capable. And the kingdom of heaven stands behind you. Michael's words tremble with urgency now. This is your crossing point. This is your turning moment. Heaven has begged you to open this within 20 seconds because the forces that fought against you tried desperately to erase it. They tried to delete your joy, your purpose, your destiny. But they failed, because God Himself commanded us to bring this to you. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine it, the heavens stretched open, the throne of God radiant in glory, the archangels standing in perfect formation, and your name being spoken in eternity. This is not fantasy. This is not a dream. This is the unseen reality that has been happening for you, around you, and through you. And now you are being asked not just to listen, but to believe. Because belief unlocks what doubt has buried. Faith releases what fear has stolen. Trust awakens what silence tried to kill. That is why Michael repeats, trust me. Trust us. Trust God. Because the word that was nearly erased is the very word that will lift you into your future. Do you see what is happening? Heaven is aligning for you. Chains are breaking even as you hear this. Doors are unlocking that were rusted shut for years. The plans against you are dissolving, because the archangels are standing guard over your destiny. And then Michael's tone shifts, tender, almost like a father speaking to a beloved child. You have carried burdens no one else saw. You have cried prayers no one else heard. You have walked through fires no one else understood. But every step, every tear, every scar brought you here, to this moment of divine confirmation. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are crowned with heaven's attention. Right now, you are standing in the center of eternity's gaze. Heaven itself is watching to see what you will do. The archangels are whispering, urging, begging, don't miss this. Don't let this vanish. Open your heart. Believe this word. For it is the seed of your miracle. So let this message sink deep into you like roots digging into the earth. Let it become the anchor that steadies you when storms rise again. Let it be the fire that fuels you when doubt tries to return. Let it be the reminder that you are not just surviving, you are chosen, you are trusted, and you are backed by heaven itself. And as this part closes, hear the final seal of heaven's voice. We begged you because you are worth it. We called you because no one else could carry this. We spoke before this word was deleted, because it belongs to you. Trust us, believe us, receive us. For your new chapter has begun. Archangel Michael's voice has not faded, it grows stronger, more urgent, more filled with fire that comes only from the throne of God. He says again, trust me. You are the only one who is capable. All of heaven has bent low for this moment. Every archangel, every guardian, even the voice of God Himself is calling you not to turn away. Do not let this be deleted from your spirit. It was nearly erased, but heaven fought for you to see it now. Do you realize what that means? For eternity to stop and focus on you is no small thing. The angels are not distracted, they are not casual. They stand in perfect alignment for one soul, you. Your name has been circling in the courts of heaven. Your tears have been weighed on the scales of justice. Your cries, even the ones you whispered in silence, have risen like incense before the throne of God. And the response from heaven is this: you are chosen. You are trusted. You are not forgotten. Michael's eyes burn with light as he continues, you have walked paths others could not survive. You endured storms that should have crushed you. You carried battles in silence that no one else saw. And still you are here. Still you are listening. Still you are reaching. That is why you were chosen. That is why God Himself calls your name with urgency. Because what others could not carry, you will carry. What others dropped in weakness, you will finish in strength. Then the archangels gather, each stepping forward with their mantle of power, Gabriel with the scroll of divine messages, Raphael with healing flowing like rivers of light, Uriel with flames of wisdom that expose the hidden path, Raguel with the scales of restoration and justice, Sariel with the sword of truth, Ramiel with the voice of comfort that binds the broken-hearted, and Michael, standing as commander, holding a blazing sword that declares victory. Together they speak as one, we are aligned with you. We are covering you. We are guarding the word that nearly vanished. Do not let it slip away. And then God speaks, not in thunder this time, but in a voice so close, so personal, that it feels like it is being whispered directly into your chest. My child, you are mine. Before the foundation of the world, I wrote your name on my hands. You may doubt yourself, but I do not. You may feel weak, but my strength is in you. You may feel overlooked, but all of heaven sees you. Trust me, for I am begging you to believe, because what I am about to release in your life will shift everything. How many times have you thought, why me? How many times have you wondered if you are worthy of what heaven is promising? And the answer flows like a rushing river, because you are the one who said yes in your spirit when others said no. You are the one who endured when others gave up. You are the one who kept walking even when the path was dark. That is why you are capable. That is why you are chosen. Michael presses again, this message was almost stolen. Darkness tried to erase it before it reached you. Forces worked to keep your eyes closed, your heart distracted, your soul weary. But we fought. We battled through layers of resistance. We held this word in our hands like fire, guarding it until you opened it. That is why God and all the archangels beg you now, do not let it go. Receive it. Believe it. Seal it into your soul. Imagine the unseen right now, your name written in light, carried by angels before the throne. Your prayers laid like jewels at the feet of God. Your tears shining like diamonds in heaven's bowls. And around it all, the archangels forming a wall of fire, declaring that what belongs to you cannot be stolen again. This is what is happening as you listen. This is why the heavens beg. You may feel small, but heaven sees greatness. You may feel broken, but heaven sees destiny. You may feel tired, but heaven sees resilience. And heaven speaks in one voice, you are the one we trust. You are the one who can carry this. You are the one chosen for this hour. Let those words pierce the doubts in your heart. Let them silence the voices that told you you were not enough. Let them become the anchor you hold when storms rise again. Because today, August 27th, something eternal is being written over your life. And it cannot be deleted again. So as you hear Michael's final plea in this part, let it become your heartbeat. Trust me. Trust God. Trust the Word. For it was fought for, it was protected, and it was given to you because only you could receive it. Archangel Michael's voice does not fade into silence, it rises like a tide that cannot be held back. His words still burn with urgency, but now they carry an even deeper tenderness, like fire wrapped in compassion. He says, "Trust me. You are still the only one capable." All 7 archangels are still standing in agreement, and God Himself is still leaning close. The reason heaven begs you is because your life carries a weight you cannot yet see. What you hold, no one else can carry. What you are meant to birth into this world, no one else can release. That is why you cannot let this message be erased. For a moment, imagine heaven's courtroom. The scrolls of destiny are unrolled, and your name is shining among them. Angels bow as your prayers are lifted like incense. Every sigh you have breathed in secret is written there. Every tear you shed when no one was watching has been stored. Nothing was lost. Nothing was ignored. And now, all of it has gathered into this moment, where heaven declares, "Now is the time." Michael speaks again. You look at yourself and see smallness. You see the cracks in your heart, the scars on your soul, the questions that never end. But heaven does not see you as broken. Heaven sees you as chosen. Those scars? They are proof you survived. Those questions? They are proof you seek truth. That smallness you feel? It is the very space God fills with His greatness. And then the archangels draw near. Gabriel lifts his trumpet of good news and says, "The message is alive." Raphael steps forward, holding bowls of healing light, whispering, "Your wounds are being restored." Uriel lifts a lantern of fire, saying, "The hidden path is revealed." Raguel balances the scales of justice. What was unfair is being overturned. Sariel unsheathes a blade of truth. The lies spoken against you are silenced. Ramiel, with a gentle hand, says, "You are not forgotten, you are held." And Michael, with sword ablaze, declares, "Victory is sealed." Above them all, the voice of God fills the atmosphere like wind that moves every leaf at once. "My child, you are mine. The reason I plead, the reason I beg, is because what I placed inside you is too precious to lose. You are not ordinary. You are a vessel of eternity. That is why heaven fought for this word not to be deleted. That is why you are hearing this now. Think of all the nights you wondered if heaven was silent. Think of the days you felt unseen. Those moments were not abandonment, they were preparation. Silence was not rejection, it was alignment. You were being hidden, not forgotten. You were being protected, not overlooked. And now the covering has lifted because the time has come for you to step into the fullness of what heaven has written. Michael leans closer in spirit. Do not waste this moment doubting yourself. Do not waste this hour comparing yourself to others. Do not waste this word by letting it slip away. You are the only one capable, and this is the hour of your unveiling. My friend, do you realize what is happening right now? Chains are falling. The accusations that haunted you are dissolving. The lies that told you you were not enough are being burned away. The doors that were locked are groaning open. And it is not because of your strength alone, it is because heaven itself is backing you. Michael presses further, trust is the key. Trust opens what fear has closed. Trust unlocks what doubt has buried. Trust brings down what pride has built. That is why I beg you, trust me, trust God, trust this word. If you open your heart fully, what is released now cannot be stopped again. And then God Himself whispers, not to the crowd, not to the angels, but directly to you, I called you. I chose you. I equipped you. Even when you didn't feel ready, I was shaping you. Even when you didn't believe in yourself, I believed in you. That is why I beg you, receive this. Do not let it pass. Do not let it vanish. Look around your life, every hardship, every delay, every hidden battle, it was not wasted. Heaven is turning it all into testimony. What once looked like ashes is about to shine like gold. What once looked like loss is about to be revealed as preparation. And in this moment, the archangels shout together, it begins now. So hold this word close. Let it sink into the marrow of your bones. Let it be the fire you carry into tomorrow. Let it silence every voice that told you you couldn't, every shadow that tried to convince you to give up. Because heaven's voice is louder. Heaven's call is stronger. And heaven's truth is final, you are chosen. You are capable. You are trusted. And we will not let you fall. And as part 5 closes, Michael seals it with these words, this was almost deleted, but it survived. And so will you. Trust me. Trust God. Trust the angels who stand with you. Because what is coming cannot be erased, it is yours. The heavens are not silent. The voice of Archangel Michael is still echoing, still calling, still pressing on your heart with a weight that cannot be ignored. His words tremble with both urgency and love, trust me. You are still the only one capable. All 7 archangels are still standing for you, and even God Himself bends low, begging you not to let this pass. This message was nearly erased, but it survived, and so have you. Close your eyes and picture this, the courts of heaven filled with light. Angels standing shoulder to shoulder. Your name written on scrolls that shine brighter than the sun. The sound of prayers rising like music, and every tear you ever cried stored like precious jewels. Do you see it? Nothing was forgotten. Nothing was wasted. Heaven remembers everything about you. That is why the message carries such urgency. That is why all of heaven is calling your attention now. Michael continues, you think you are small, but heaven sees you as mighty. You think you are unworthy, but heaven sees you as chosen. You think you are tired, but heaven sees you as capable. What you see as brokenness, we see as beauty. What you see as weakness, we see as proof of endurance. That is why we trust you with what is coming. Then the archangels step forward once more. Gabriel raises his scroll and proclaims, Good news has been released. Raphael pours healing over the wounds that have lingered too long. Uriel lights up the road you thought was hidden in darkness. Raguel tips the scales back in your favor, restoring what was stolen. Sariel pierces every lie spoken against your name. Ramiel lifts your spirit with comfort, saying, "You are never alone." And Michael lifts his blazing sword, declaring, "Victory is secured." Above them all, the voice of God shakes the atmosphere, not to frighten, but to comfort. "My child, I am still here. I never left you. I chose you before time began. I trusted you with this life, because I knew what I placed inside of you. And even when you doubted yourself, I never doubted you. That is why I beg you, trust me now." Think back to your life. Every season, every hardship, every delay that made no sense, they were not wasted. You thought heaven was silent, but the silence was preparation. You thought heaven was far, but you were being hidden. You thought you were forgotten, but you were being positioned. And now the positioning is complete. That is why this moment feels different. That is why the urgency is so heavy. Michael leans closer in spirit. Do not doubt this moment. Do not let this pass you by. Heaven fought too hard to get this word to you. If you ignore it, you will miss what was designed only for you. If you open your heart, nothing can stop what is coming. My friend, do you feel the weight of this? This is not about luck. This is not about chance. This is not about coincidence. This is heaven's orchestration. The timing, the words, the way this message found you, it all carries divine fingerprints. That is why you feel it in your soul. That is why your heart races as you listen. And then Michael's voice softens. "I know the nights you wept. I know the questions you carried. I know the loneliness you felt when no one else understood. And I need you to know, you were never alone. I stood by you. The archangels stood by you. God Himself never turned His face away. Every sigh, every tear, every prayer was recorded. Not one moment of your pain was wasted." Do you understand what that means? It means your suffering has not been empty. It has been transformed into strength. It has been written into your destiny. It has been turned into testimony. And now heaven declares, you will rise, because you were chosen to rise. Michael presses further. Trust unlocks the next season. Trust breaks the chains that fear tried to keep around you. Trust silences the lies that told you that you were not enough. Trust lifts your eyes so you can see what has been waiting all along. And God whispers again, not to the angels, not to the crowd, but directly to you, "You are mine. You are capable. You are loved. You are chosen. I fought for you when you could not fight for yourself. I protected you when you didn't even know the danger. I called your name when you thought no one heard you. And I will never let you go." So let this word become fire in your soul. Let it be the anchor when storms return. Let it be the reminder when doubts rise. Let it be the seal on your destiny that cannot be erased. Because today, heaven itself declared, you are the only one. You are trusted. You are chosen. And as part 6 closes, Michael seals it one more time: do not be afraid. Do not let this word vanish. We fought for it, and it belongs to you. Walk in it, believe it, and trust us, because your future begins now. The voice of Archangel Michael does not fall silent, it grows deeper, richer, more overwhelming, until it feels like thunder rolling through eternity and yet whispering directly into your soul. He says, I need you to trust me. You are still the only one who is capable. All 7 archangels are standing with you, and God Himself is leaning close. We are begging you, not out of weakness, but because of how much heaven values what is inside of you. This message was almost deleted, almost erased, but it survived. And so will you. Do you understand the magnitude of this? Heaven rarely bends low with such urgency. Angels rarely plead. Yet here they are, Michael with his sword of fire, Gabriel with his trumpet of proclamation, Raphael with his healing light, Uriel with his flame of wisdom, Raguel with his scales of justice, Sariel with his piercing truth, Ramiel with his comfort of eternity, and above them all, God Himself, saying, this is your moment. This is your hour. Trust me, my child, for I have trusted you. You may ask yourself, why me? Why is all of heaven's attention directed toward me? The answer is hidden in your story. The storms you survived. The nights you cried in silence. The scars that remain from battles no one else saw. Heaven saw it all. Heaven weighed your endurance. Heaven measured your strength, not the kind the world praises, but the kind that keeps going when everything in you wanted to stop. And heaven declared, this one is capable. This one will carry it. This one will not break. Michael's voice grows stronger. Do not doubt the calling on your life. Do not underestimate the fire that was placed within you. You have walked through fires that others could not endure. You have carried burdens that would have crushed others. You have stood in storms that were designed to destroy you. And still you are here. Still you are breathing. Still you are listening. That is why God trusts you. That is why we beg you to open your heart and believe this word. Then the scene shifts to the vision of heaven's court. The scroll of your destiny is unfurled. Your name shines upon it in golden letters that no one can erase. The archangels stand guard around it, their wings forming a circle of light. And God Himself places His hand upon your name, saying, this one is mine. This one is chosen. This one will fulfill what I have written. Do you see now? Every delay, every setback, every betrayal was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to refine you. The silence you endured was not absence, it was preparation. The battles you fought were not punishment, they were proof of your strength. You were hidden, but never forgotten. You were broken, but never abandoned. You were tested, but never forsaken. And now the testing season has ended, and the revealing has begun. Michael leans closer, his eyes blazing with holy fire. This message is the seed of your future. It carries the shift you have been waiting for. If you let it root in your heart, it will bear fruit you cannot imagine. That is why darkness tried to delete it. That is why opposition tried to silence it. But we would not let it vanish, because it belongs to you. And then, one by one, the archangels speak. Gabriel, the word has been delivered. It is sealed and cannot be undone. Raphael, the wounds you carry will be healed. The broken pieces will be restored. Uriel, the hidden path is revealed. You will not walk blind any longer. Raguel, justice is coming. What was stolen will be returned. Sariel, the lies against you are falling. Truth will shine brighter than shadow. Ramiel, you are not forgotten. The comfort of heaven is surrounding you. Michael, victory is declared. You will not fail. And above them all, God speaks, not as a distant king, but as a father whispering to his beloved child, trust me. Even when you cannot see, I see. Even when you cannot hold on, I hold you. Even when you doubt, I remain faithful. I have begged you through Michael because your life is precious to me. Do not let this word vanish. It belongs to you. Think of it, my friend, your life has been preserved for this moment. The enemy tried to break you, but you did not break. The world tried to overlook you, but heaven saw you. People may have misunderstood you, but God never did. And now, all of heaven is aligned in your favor. Michael presses once more, trust unlocks everything. Trust is the key that opens the next season. Trust shatters the chains of fear. Trust silences the voices of doubt. Trust allows the gates of heaven to pour out what has been waiting for you. That is why I beg you, trust. Believe. Receive. And in this very moment, heaven's atmosphere surrounds you. You can feel it in your heart, the quickening, the heaviness, the peace. It is not imagination. It is not coincidence. It is presence. The same presence that carried your loved ones into eternity. The same presence that parted seas and raised the dead. That presence is here, now, wrapping around you. Michael's final words in this part fall like a seal. This word survived deletion, and so did you. Do not let it pass. Do not turn away. You are chosen. You are capable. You are trusted. And heaven itself will fight until you see it fulfilled. The voice of Archangel Michael still echoes through eternity, stretching across the heavens and pressing into your spirit like waves of fire and light. He does not whisper this time, he declares with power, yet with tenderness that melts every fear, I need you to trust me. You are the only one who is capable. Do you not see? All 7 archangels are standing in unity for you, and even God himself bends low to beg you not to let this vanish. This word was almost deleted, but it remains alive, because you remain alive. Take this in slowly. Heaven does not exaggerate. Heaven does not waste words. For all 7 archangels to gather, for God himself to plead, this is proof that your life is carrying a weight beyond what you have understood. You are not just surviving day by day, you are carrying a destiny that heaven has guarded, protected, and preserved. Michael's eyes blaze with holy light as he continues, you underestimate yourself. You see weakness, we see strength. You see wounds, we see testimonies. You see delays, we see preparation. Do not doubt what has been placed inside of you. Trust me, because everything that was written for you before time began is about to unfold. Then, one by one, the archangels step forward again, their voices blending like a chorus that shakes the unseen realm. Gabriel lifts the scroll of destiny, the message has been delivered. No hand can erase it. Raphael pours healing like rivers of light, your wounds are mending. The pain that defined you will no longer hold you. Uriel shines with fire, your path is revealed. No more stumbling in shadows. Raguel tips the scales, justice is being restored. What was stolen must return. Serial pierces the air, the lies against you are broken. Truth is your crown. Ramiel whispers softly, hope is alive. You are not forgotten. And Michael, sword blazing, seals it, victory is written. It cannot be undone. Above them all, the voice of God breaks through like light breaking the horizon. My child, I chose you. I trusted you. I equipped you. I know what I placed within you. That is why I beg you, not because I am weak, but because I love you. Do not let this word slip away. It belongs to you, and it will change everything. Think back over your life, the countless moments you felt unseen, unheard, unloved. Do you see now? You were never unseen. Angels walked beside you. You were never unheard. Every sigh became incense before the throne. You were never unloved. God Himself was holding you when you thought you were abandoned. This is why heaven cries out now, because the truth is being revealed. Michael leans closer, this is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is orchestration. You are here because heaven pulled you here. You are listening because your spirit was chosen to listen. You are capable because God Himself said so. And no force on earth or in hell can erase what God has written over your life. Pause for a moment. Breathe in deeply. Can you feel it? The stirring in your chest, the heaviness in your heart, the warmth that suddenly covers you, that is presence. That is confirmation. That is heaven's way of saying, this is for you. This is real. Your scars tell a story that heaven is now rewriting. What once looked like failure is now proof of endurance. What once felt like silence is now revealed as preparation. What once looked like loss is now becoming the seed of breakthrough. Nothing you endured was wasted. Nothing you carried was in vain. Every step brought you here, to the moment heaven declared, it begins now. And then Michael presses again, trust is the key. Trust opens what fear has locked. Trust releases what doubt has buried. Trust pulls heaven's promises into earth's reality. That is why we beg you, because without trust, the seed cannot grow. But if you trust, if you believe, if you open your heart, nothing will stop what is coming. God Himself whispers directly to you, His voice both tender and commanding, my child, I am not distant. I am near. I have walked with you in every valley, I have covered you in every storm. I begged you because you matter to me. I called you because no one else could carry this. I trusted you because I know the treasure I placed inside you. Do not doubt yourself any longer. Stand in the light of who you are. Heaven's courtroom roars with agreement. Angels lift their wings, light fills the air, and your name is declared once more across eternity. This one is chosen. This one is trusted. This one is capable. So let this message be your anchor. When storms rise again, remember, heaven has your back. When doubts return, remember, God Himself begged you. When fear whispers lies, remember, the archangels stood in unity for you. This cannot be deleted, this cannot be erased, because it was sealed before time began. And as part 8 closes, Michael's final words fall like fire into your spirit. The word survived, and so did you. The enemy tried to delete it, but heaven protected it. Now trust, believe, and step forward. Because this is not the end, it is the beginning.